Hello everyone, my name is NEETYAVEERAN GOPINATHAN. My matrix number is 10IT24F1279. Today, I am going to talk about the introduction for our PBA Python presentation. The introduction is many students face difficulty in managing their study time effectively. They often spend too much time on certain subjects while neglecting others. To solve this problem, we developed a system using Streamlight that allows students to record their weekly study hour, analyze their performance, and visualize their study patterns. This system helps students make better decisions in managing their study time efficiently. Okay, next, let's see the problem statement and objective. For problem statement, the application must calculate the total study hours, identify the subject with the highest study time, and display the result using charts such as bar chart or pie chart. The system must follow professional ethics, ensuring that the data is processed accurately and errors are handled responsibly. As a development team, discuss and collaborate with your group members to design or develop a Python-based application using Streamlight that records and analyzes student study hours. The application must allow users to enter study hours for multiple subjects, perform calculations, and display results using graphical visualizations. Your program must also demonstrate the use of functions, models, object-oriented programming, exception handling. Thank you. System requirement and explanation based on our PBA system. Okay, first let's see for graphical user interface, which is we call GUI. Design a graphical interface using Streamlight that includes application title, student information input, study hours input section, button to analyze study hours, section to display analyze results, graph or chart visualization. Okay, let's continue. So here we got a student study time analysis system, which is we create inside the Streamlight. So here we lay out like first we got enter student name, then enter student ID, below that enter weekly study hours. So we got separated each of subjects like Python programming, database system, networking. So for each of subject we give an option to select the integer time. So which is we can select like how many hours they study each of the subject in the week. Okay, moving to next. So the second one is student information input. The system must allow user to enter student name and student ID. As said before, in our system, mainly student study time analysis system, at the top we give the student name, enter student name, and also below that enter student ID. So this is very important.
Okay, study hours input. Users must enter the weekly study hours for the following 5 subjects. So here user enter their weekly study hours for 5 subjects: Python programming, database system, networking, web development, and also data analytics. So each input allows only numeric values, which ensures correct data entry. And then for the study hours, it's more suitable we use the numeric values such as 1 to 2 hour, 2 to 3 hour. We does not use the any symbols or alphabets. And also this section is important because it collects data needed for analysis. Okay, as we can see here, this is the form, and then the form that we write the code in VS Code. So, and this is the output and then form. So as we can see in the slide, in the presentation slide, the form fill it with numeric numbers. So after entering all the data, the users click the analyze button. So this button triggers the system to process all the input data that users enter. and then without clicking this button, no calculation or result will be displayed. Okay, for this part is about calculation and what the system must calculate. So it's about it's calculate the total weekly study hours, and then average study hours, and also subject with the highest study time. So after the user input the data, input the study time, and then after clicking the analyze, the system displays the result here. So first it calculates the total study hours by adding subject hours. Next it calculates the average study hours by dividing total hours by the number of subjects. So here the number of subject is 5, and then total study hours is based on the user input. So if user input the total study hours is 15, is 15. And then next it calculates the finally it identifies the subject with the highest study time. So highest study time also based on the user input. If the Python programming is highest study time with 5 hours, so the Python programming is highest study time. So in this data we can see that Python programming is highest study time with how many hours? 5 hours. Okay, so this result helps students clearly understand how they are managing their study time. Okay, and this is the final part for my presentation, and then data visualization. So the system must display the study hours, at least one graphical chart such as pie chart showing distribution of study hours, or bar chart comparing study hours for each subject. So as we can see, for our project we use the bar chart here. In the screen you can see the bar chart, and then in addition of numerical result, the system also display a chart. So this chart show the study hours for each subject visually. So we can easily see which subject has the highest and also the lowest hours. This makes the analysis more clear, easier to understand compared to just numbers. So and student also can know by this chart, student also can know which one have to balance their study, and then which one have which subject they study the most, and which subject is they must focus more. So this chart can help students to make the clear analysis. So that's for my part.
Number 6, object-oriented programming. The program must include the following: Python class, function and modules, at least 2 functions to process data, exception handling to handle invalid input values and prevent program crashes, and finally, display meaningful error messages to the user. So as you all can see, this is the coding done. These are the screenshots here. We implemented exception handling using try except to ensure the system's reliability. The system validates input to prevent invalid values such as letters or negative numbers for study hours. If an error occurs, a clear message is displayed to the user, preventing system crashes and ensuring accurate data processing. In conclusion, our student study time analysis system helps students manage their study time more effectively and efficiently. The system allows users to input their study hours, perform accurate calculations, and visualize the results using charts. It is user-friendly, reliable, and follows professional ethics by ensuring accurate data processing and proper error handling. Overall, this system helps students improve their study habits and make better decisions in their learning process. That's all from us. Thank you.